Good morning, students. Today's topic is on election, and this happens to be the last topic of the term. Although, when we resume next week, we are still going to revise all that we have done so far before the commencement of the examination. So election, that is today's topic. Last week, who can remind me our last topic? The topic treated, those that are just coming in, just sit down quietly, please. Our last topic, the topic treated last week. Yes, anybody? Voters education. Thank you, Taiwo. Voters education. You have 2 marks for that. Voters education. So we treated voters education last week, and today, by the special grace of God, we are going to take a look at another topic, which is election. Election. Who can define the word election? Election, yes, Abdulatif. When we cast our vote. Thank you, 3 marks. 3 marks, I allow 3 marks. Any other definition of election? Girls. Election, yes, Ali. A way of choosing a leader. Ali, I right? 5 marks. Way of choosing a leader. No marks again. Yes. Ways of choosing leaders by people. 2 marks. Thank you very much. Okay. Put it in order. Put it in order. Okay, you try. I'll give you 1 mark. Now, let's assume we have some contestants in this class contesting for the post of the class rep or governor of this classroom. And then the battle is between yes, Alao and Khalifa. And so pick our representative. If you could recollect what we did last week, we discussed various types of voting, yes or no? Yes, who can quickly remind us the various types of voting? I need those that have not contributed. Yes, Eniola. Compulsory voting, yes, Lemon. Optional voting, yes, Zainab. Secret voting, open ballot, yes. Open secret, optional voting. Thank you very much for your tribe. Yes. Voting by. Thank you very much, by post. So all the various of hello, 1 house please. What I'm talking to you. All these voting systems are the methods we can use to pick our leader during an election exercise. So the battle between Alao and Khalifa now, which one do you prefer out of all these various types of? Which one do you prefer? Yeah, open secret, yeah, open band, yes? Optional. Optional from Araulua. Any other person? Optional. Secret. So all the various types of voting system, there are some advantages for each type and disadvantages. Is that understood? So, but that's not where we are going to today. I think you understand the meaning of election. The meaning of election is like now, let's quickly take a look at the definition. So, this one is just to prepare our mind for us to settle down. It is called warmer. It is called what? Warmer. So, get our mind prepared for today's topic. What else can you see in this picture? What else can you see in this picture? Yes, Anala? What? Rabbit. Rabbit, Yes, good. What else? What? You can see what? What else can you see? Let me attend to those that are told. Abdurrahman, good morning. Abdurrahman, good morning. Sir. What else can you see?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, how are you? What else can you see?
I can see a diagram of an ostrich.
Thank you. Any other thing?
A bird.
One else, please. Thank you very much. You're having 3 months for that. Now, that's not where we are going to. The learning objectives. By the end of the lesson, the students should be able to explain the meaning of elections in which we have done. Gafar, I need your attention, please. Purpose of elections. That is, by the end of today's lesson, we should be able to explain the purpose of election. Aliyah, don't let them put you in trouble. The various stages and processes of election and the types of constituencies. All these are what we are going to take a look at today. We've defined elections. Identify the following. What is this? Ballot boxes. We have 2 ballot boxes there. Are you sure? And if this ballot box or boxes is being used by, cast your vote. I say it's being used by Don't answer if you put up your hand. I don't want to cross answer. The ballot box is being used by candidates, by electorates, by representatives, by voters, by voters, by INEC. So by side is having 5 marks. Or Ali was saying it's having 5 marks. Somebody mentioned electorate here. 5 marks. So allow +5. Alia +5. And okay, what? That's all. I have more. Don't worry. You have to identify this one as well. What is this? Ballot paper. Taiwo, ballot paper. +5. Taiwo, ballot paper. Identification number 3. Faizat. Identify what? Yes, Bakri. Voters or electorate.
I said voters. So they want all of them.
Bakri is 5 marks. Voters and electorate. You have gotten some marks before. Meaning of election. Hey, those that are home are also recognized. Let me quickly check it. Ganu Alex, you'll be awarded accordingly. I've seen your response. Is that Gideon? Yes. And who else? Gideon again. Okay. Election, the meaning of election. Election is the process. Election is the process by which the electorate choose representatives. By which the electorate do what? Choose representatives to represent them in government through voting. Election, once again, is the process by which the electorate choose representatives to represent them in government through voting. That means as we are all in this classroom now, it's not possible for every one of us to be governors at the same time of a particular state. Let's assume going contesting for the post of governor of Lagos State. It is only one person that will be elected, yes or no? So this election is through the choice of the people. People are the ones to go there to cast their vote for the rightful candidate. So what we mean by election is the process. Election is the process by which people or the electorate choose their representatives. When we choose those that are to go out there to represent us in government, and we can't do all this except by voting, by casting our vote for the candidate of our choice. Is that understood? That is what we mean by election. Some of us have tried to define it before, and those that have tried to define it are all right. Election, once again, is the process by which the electorate choose representatives. The process, sit down there. The process by which the electorate choose representatives to represent them in government through voting. Is that? Can I proceed to the next slide? Seen on election. Nigeria is one of the countries that have accepted to be governed through representatives. Nigeria is one of the countries that have accepted to be governed through representatives. Bring your seat here. Yeah, leave that place. Come and sit here. Immediately. Nigeria is one of the countries that have accepted to be governed through what? Representatives. To be governed through representatives. Is that understood? Nigeria is one of the countries that have accepted to be governed through representatives. You know, people are at home, they are also watching this thing. Why are you blocking me? Nigeria is one of the countries that have accepted to be governed through representatives. And this is called democracy. This is called what? Democracy. And it is only possible through election. Democracy is only possible through election. That means election cannot take place without democracy. During the military regime, there is nothing like, and there was nothing like election during the military regime. Their own mode of governance is decree. They don't believe in democracy. They believe in using authoritarian leadership style. Is that understood? But election can only be easy during democracy. And it is only possible through election. For instance, now, there are 109 senators. We have 109 senators. We have 360 members at the Federal House of Representatives and 774 local government chairmen in Nigeria. Now, in the Senate, this one is very simple calculation. The only one that can give you some tough time is how to calculate the members of the Federal House of Representatives. But for the Senate, that one is very, very easy. We have 3 representatives from each state. Are you listening now? How many states do we have in Nigeria, for instance? We have 36. And when we now have 3 representatives from each state, 36 times 3, 108. And we have a representative from Abuja, making 109. That's just the calculation. That's how we have 109 senators in Nigeria. In case you come across it in the examination, that's just the calculation. 3 representatives from each state and a representative from Abuja as the Federal Capital Territory, making 109. But that of the Federal House of Representatives, they are altogether 360. But we in the Federal House of Representatives, they don't have equal members in this state. We are still going to get there. You see the representatives from each state. In some states they have 8, in some states they have 9, in some states they have 12, in some states they have 20, in some states they have 24. So that one, it depends on the number of constituencies they have in that state. That determines the members of the Federal House of Representatives, those who to represent them. Can I proceed to the next slide? Once again, Nigeria is one of the countries that have accepted, it's still the same time, I'm not changing this slide. One of the countries that have accepted to be governed through representatives. Nigeria is one of the countries that have accepted to be governed through representatives. And this is called democracy. This is called what? Democracy. And it is only possible through election. There are 109 senators. We have 360 members at the Federal House of Representatives and 774 local governments. Purpose of election. Purpose of election. Purpose of election. Number 1, to successfully change a government. To successfully change a government. To successfully change a government. Number 2, to legitimize political authority. To legitimize political authority. Number 3, to provide for political education. Number 4, to encourage political participation. We mentioned some of these points last week when we were discussing on voting or voters' education. To ensure control and accountability of leaders, to serve as measurement tool. All these are purpose of election. Apart from all these listed points, or the point that we have mentioned. Any other purpose of election, in your own point of view? Yes, anybody? And those that are told to can participate. Those that are told, yes.
To remove unpopular government.
To remove unpopular government. Thank you very much. Fuad, you have extra 2 marks. That is 7 marks for today. To remove unpopular government. Yes, thanks. Yes, Taiwo. To make peace. Allow peace to reign. Taiwo plus 2 marks, that is 9 marks for today's lessons. Aralua. Thank you, beautiful, 2 marks. Corruption, you are having 12 marks for today's lesson. Why is that? Yes? Different views in government. Thank you, 2 marks, you are having 7 marks now. Ali Al-Sini. 2. To remove a functioning government. Ali Al-Sini, okay. Try. Sini, 2 marks. Now let me attempt to do that at home.
Joyce.
Gideon to choose a leader, 2 marks. Brings out joys of people. You're having 2 marks already. That is Gideon. Okay, I'm having another message. Better progress. Ganiru, better progress in the country. 2 marks. For Ganiru, 2 marks. Now, some are raising their hands at all. Let me quickly check them. Please, I'll call you. Just hold on, please. Just hold on, please. Okay, no one is raising hands. Now, yes, Aliyah. So, let leaders represent 2 marks, 14 marks for today's lesson. 14 marks for today's lesson. 14 marks for today's lesson. Just sit down there, please. 14 marks for today's lesson. Yes. Go to the other class and pick a share. Yeah. Thank you. All these are purpose of election. Side that, yes. Sorry. To create a stable government. Beautiful. 2 marks. 2 marks for side that. To create a stable government. All these are purpose of election. Once again, to successfully change a government. Number 2, to legitimize political authority. Number 3, to provide political education. Number 4, to encourage political participation or popular participation in politics. Number 5, to ensure control and accountability of leaders. Then number 6, to serve as measurement tool. Now, next slide. Stages and process of election. Stages and process of election. There are various stages and processes of election. 1, constitution of electoral body. The electoral body in Nigeria is known as what? INEC. What? 2 marks. INEC. 9 marks for today's lesson. INEC. And the full meaning of INEC is
Independent National Electoral Commission.
Thank you very much. Then the limitation of constituencies. That means, I said it earlier on that the members in the Federal House of Representatives depend on the number of constituencies in each state. Like as we have it in the Senate, we don't have it like that in the Federal House of Representatives. In the Senate, we have equal number of people to represent each state. But as far as the Federal House of Representatives is concerned, we have differences in they are figures. That is, in Lagos State, for instance, you can have 24. In Ogun State, you can have 16. You get what I'm saying now? Now, then the third step is registration of voters. An eligible voter, so for you to be an eligible voter, what are the criteria for you to be an eligible voter? The criteria for you to be an eligible voter in Nigeria, Aisha, 18 years and above, Aisha, 2 marks. 18 years and above, 2 marks. I need those that have not answered my question. Yes. Citizen of the country. Your name? Omo. Tomiwa 2 marks. You must be a citizen of the country. What are the other criteria? Yes. Must have voter's card. Thank you. 2 marks. Jawad, right? Jamal, 2 marks. Yes. You must. I can't hear you. You must what? You must have. I can't hear you.
You must not have any criminal record.
Criminal records. Thank you. So thank you. Then review of voters register. So you must go for registration as an eligible voter. That means you must be registered. Thank you, Gideon. I've seen your response. This original, I need your full name. Original is not in our register here. I need your full name, please. We are all original. So, registration of voters. You must be registered. You must be what? Jaman, attention please. You must be registered. Then review of voters register. Number 5, provision of electoral materials. The electoral materials are as follows. Yes. What are the electoral materials?
Ballot paper.
Ballot papers.
Ballot box.
Ballot boxes.
Ink.
Ink. Voters card. Thank you. So all these are electoral materials. Then the number 6, accreditation of voters for voting. So in the morning before the commencement of the election exercise, you must go for the accreditation of voters for voting. Then counting of votes after the election, you wait and make sure that your votes are counted. Then collation and declaration of results. All these are the stages of election process. All these are the stages. Number 1, constitution of electoral body. Number 2, the delimitation of constituency. 3, registration of voters. Eniola. 4, review of voters register. Aisha, are we together? 5, provision of electoral materials. 6, accreditation of voters for voting. 7, counting of votes. 8, collation and declaration of results. All these are stages of election. Stages of election. Next slide. Post-electoral period. Just quickly study for 2 minutes. Study for 2 minutes. Study that chart for 2 minutes. That's a pie chart. You study it for 2 minutes. And those that are home too can quickly study this pie chart for 2 minutes. What do we mean by manifesto? What do we mean by manifesto? I need another person. Abdullah, what happened today? You are not active. Manifesto. You are not active this one. What's happening? I want you to give me the answer. Abdullah, manifesto. Anyone? Attention, please. Yes, I'm listening. Thank you very much. 5 marks, Somiwa. Beautiful. Somiwa, you are having 7 marks now. It's fish. Yes. I'll give you 2 marks. I'll give you 2 marks. You can sit there and sit down. Don't distract the class, please. Just sit down quietly. So, allow. I think you have done that. Electoral constituency. An electoral constituency is an electoral district or area from which one or more members are elected in political offices. The division of a country into constituencies is referred to as delimitation of constituency. Once again, electoral constituency. Electoral constituency. An electoral constituency is an electoral district. An electoral district or area from which one or more members are elected in political offices. The division of a country into constituency is referred to as delimitation of constituencies. Election has various stages. You have to have time for it. At times, money is also involved. So you have to be campaigning, moving from one place to another to convince people that they should trust you, and having their trust in you, you are going to do this. You are going to provide uninterrupted power supply. You are going to provide tolerable roads. You are going to provide free education right from primary school to tertiary institution. I'm going to provide free health care services and free food for all Nigerians. And I'll be visiting, all these are what the politicians will be saying to convince people. I guess I'm saying now that we are going to provide scholarship for the best graduating students to Harvard University. We are going to, so all these. So you have to move from one place to another to convince people to cast their vote. You spend your time, you spend your money, and at the end of the day, the electorate will now go there to cast their vote for the candidate of their choice. And after election, the losers will just accept their fate. So look at the current President Muhammadu Buhari. He contested for how many times? This is the fourth time. So he didn't relent. So that is how politicians, that's how they do. They keep on trying until they finally choose it. So electoral constituency, sit down please. Sit down. An electoral constituency is an electoral district. Why? Are we together? It's an electoral. Yes, Arolua. You will understand why by the time we get there. Is that understood? So, an electoral constituency is an electoral district or area from which one or more members are elected in political offices. Then the division of a country into constituencies is referred to as delimitation of constituency. I think I can proceed to the next slide now. Don't worry, we are still coming back. Don't worry, we are still coming back to this. Let me quickly attend to those that are at home. Okay. Now, I think I can change the slide now. We are coming back there, don't worry. Time for constituencies. Just take a look at the number of lines we need to complete that previous slide and continue with it. Types of constituencies. We have single member constituency, number one, and the second one we have multi-member constituency. We have single member constituency and multi-member constituency. In the single member constituency, this is where one member is elected into the legislature and every voter has only one vote. Single member constituency, once again, is where one member is elected into the legislature and every voter has only one vote. Number two, multi-member constituency. In the areas of this multi-member constituency, this is where two or more members are elected into the legislature. Voters has more than one vote. That is why it is called multiple member. And in the multiple member, voters has more than one vote. That means you can vote for more than one person at a particular period. For instance, now during the presidential election is always going along with the senatorial and the House of Representatives election. So you can vote for the president of your choice, then go for the Senate and go for the, you get what I'm saying now. And that one is multiple member constituencies. Just 2 minutes to quickly copy the note because we have 18 minutes left. We have 18 minutes left. Once again, types of constituencies. We have single member constituencies. This is where one member is elected. Where one member is elected into the legislature and every voter has only one vote. Here, every voter has only one vote. In the multiple member constituencies, where two or more members are elected into the legislature, voters has more than one vote here. Voters has more than one vote here. Voters has more than one vote here. So I quickly want to share those that are told whether they have questions. Those that are told, please, I need your full name. Your full name. Your full name. Single member constituency, once again, is where one member is elected into the legislature, and here every voter has only one vote. The multiple member is where two or more members are elected to the legislature. Voter has more than one vote here. Now, next slide. This is the House of Rep that we are talking about. You are going to write it, but maybe later after you have downloaded it from YouTube, you can do that at home. Is that understood? It's better for you to have it. Are you listening? I'll quickly go to it. Hello, one now, please. In Abia State, Southeast Zone, we have 8 constituencies here. Adamawa Northeast, 8. Akwa Ibom South, 10. Anambra Southeast, 11. That means in the Federal House of Representatives. Are you listening? Now, in Bauchi Northeast, we have 12. And in Bayelsa South, we have 5. In Benue North Central, we have 11. In Borno Northeast, we have 10. Cross River South, we have 8. Delta South, we have 10. Ebonyi Southeast, we have 6. Are you listening? Edo South, we have 9. Ekiti Southwest, we have 6. Enugu Southeast, we have 8. FCT Abuja North Central, we have 2. Gombe Northeast, we have 6. Imo Southeast, we have Jigawa Northwest, we have 11. Kaduna Northwest, we have 16. Kano Northwest, we have 24. Katsina North Central, we have 15. KB Northwest, we have 8. Kogi State North Central, we have 9. Kwara North Central, we have 6. Lagos Southwest, we have 24. Nasarawa North Central, we have 5 constituencies. Niger North Central, we have 10. Ogun Southwest, we have 9. Ondo Southwest, we have 9. Osun Southwest, we have 9. Oyo Southwest, we have 14. Plateau North Central, we have 8. Rivers South, we have 13. Sokoto Northwest, we have 11. Taraba Northeast, we have 6. Yobe Northeast, we have 6. Zamfara Northwest, we have 7. All these, and the total is 360. As you can see that we have differences in the number of constituencies that we have in this state. And the highest number of constituencies is Lagos and Kano. And those two states are the most populated states in Nigeria. Those two states, so all these you can copy later, and then I want to like this. Okay, you can copy later after you have downloaded one house place. If you are going for that, you can just go out gently, please. If you are in uniform, just go out gently. Don't okay. Stop talking. Stop going on, please just stand up quietly. Don't distract us, please. Once again, as of representative consequences, Abia Southeast, we have faith. Faizat, Aisha, please leave immediately. They are not going. Abia Southeast, we have a. Adamawa Northeast, we have 8. Akwa Ibom South, we have 10. Anambra Southeast, we have 11. Bauchi Northeast, we have 12. Bayelsa South, we have 5. Benue North Central, we have 11. You write it later, please. We have a few minutes left. You can download it later. INEC chairman is independent. INEC chairman is independent. Nigeria has had 12 electoral commissions. 12 electoral commissions. That is INEC chairman in First Republic. Esau from 1960 to 1966. Michael Annie, 1976 to 1979. Victor Obi Whiskey, 1983. M.A. Awa, 1987 to 1989. Humphrey Wosu, 1989 to 1993. Professor Okonuya, 1993 to 94. Sumner Dagogo Jack, 1994 to 98. Apata, 98 to 99. Obadia, 2000 to 2005. Mary Uwu, 2005 to 2010. Tairu Jega, 2010 to 2015. Mahmoud Yakub, from 2015 till date. All this now, you do that later. We have 3 minutes left, please. Look at these pictures carefully. Look at these pictures carefully. Look at these pictures carefully. Are we doing that? So you can see election is going on here. And this lady is the coalition center. This is the coalition center. Election is going on here. It's going on here. So class activity. You are doing this now. Only answer, please. Only answer, please. Those that are too full to can forward their solutions. That is the process by which the electorate, the process plays out. That is the process by which the electorate choose representatives to represent them in government through voting. Number two, the following are the purpose of election except Aliyah, please, can go. Have we done number 1 and 2? Can I proceed to number 3? We have 5 minutes left, and you are going to write the assignment. Only answer now. Number 3, how many constituencies do we have in Lagos State? A 11, B 24, C 36, D 20. Number 4, there are nine constituencies in Ogun State. A 9, B 10, C 11, D 12. Question 5, who is the immediate past INEC chairman? Immediate past INEC chairman. Next slide. 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left. And I proceed to the next slide. Assignment. Define the term election and explain the 4 importance of conducting election. Then we go out to market. Hello. That is the only reason why you need to behave yourself when you are in the classroom. You need to behave yourself when you are in the classroom. Good moral behavior. Don't just behave anyhow. You have to be morally upright.
Mr. Martin was addressing the class of the world. I'm going to teach you to work. That's all.
Define the term election and explain four importance of conducting election in a country. And this is where we are going to stop for today. I will use the remaining minutes to mark your class activity. And the assignment, you can download it later, please. It's going to be on YouTube. Download it and complete your notes. Is that understood? All these notes, we are still going to revise them when we fully review. Thank you very much. We are going to end the meeting.